It's late. Not dramatically late. Not life is falling apart late. It's just late enough that your day is over and your mind finally has space to catch up. You're lying there, phone in hand, thumb still moving out of habit more than intention. You're not even enjoying it anymore, and then quietly, almost like it doesn't want to disturb you too much, a thought slips in. What did I actually do today? Not what you planned to do, not what you were meant to do, but what you actually did. And here's where this episode begins, not with guilt, not with motivation, but with something sharper, something more honest. Someone else could have taken your exact day, your exact schedule, your exact opportunities, your exact constraints, and used it better than you did. Same alarm, same weather, same body, same responsibilities, same 24 hours, and they would have done more with it. That should bother you, not in a toxic, self-hating way, in a clarifying way, in a way that cuts through excuses and gets to something real. Because we like to believe that our lives are unique, that our struggles justify our pace, that our circumstances explain our output. But strip all of that away for a second. Imagine someone stepping into your life for just one day. They wake up in your bed. They go to your job. They have your conversations. They eat your food. They carry your responsibilities. Nothing changes except the way they use it. They go to your interview, but they prepare sharper, speak clearer, listen more intently. They go on your date, but they're more present, more curious, less distracted by their own thoughts. They go to the gym, but they push harder, rest with intention, leave knowing they actually improved something. They sit with your friends, but instead of half listening while checking their phone, they engage, they ask better questions, they deepen the connection. They open your fridge, look at the same ingredients you saw, and instead of saying there's nothing to eat, they create something better, something deliberate. Same raw materials, different standard. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Your life isn't just about what you have, it's about what you do with what you have. And most people don't fail because they lack opportunity. They fail because they underuse the opportunity they already have. We talk about time like it's this abstract thing. I need more time. I ran out of time. There wasn't enough time. But time isn't abstract. It's painfully concrete. It shows up as your morning routine, your commute, your conversations, your breaks, and your evenings. It shows up in the 5 minutes you decide to scroll instead of start, in the 10 minutes you hesitate before sending something, in the hour you spend doing something halfway. And none of it feels dramatic in the moment. And that's the trap. It never feels like you're wasting your life. It just feels like you're passing time. But stack those moments. Stack 100 small decisions, 100 small distractions, 100 moments where you chose easy over intentional, and suddenly you don't have a wasted day. You have a pattern. So let's make this personal. Think about your last week, not the highlights, the actual texture of it, the moments in between, the time you spent getting ready in the morning. Could someone have moved with more urgency? The work you did, could someone have focused deeper instead of switching tasks every few minutes? The conversations you had, could someone have listened better, responded more thoughtfully, been more present? The workout you did or didn't do, could someone have pushed one more set, one more rep, one more minute? The food you ate, could someone have chosen slightly better, cooked instead of defaulted, fueled instead of just filled. The evening you spent relaxing, could someone have actually rested instead of numbing themselves with noise? Same life, same inputs, better outputs. And this isn't about being robotic or squeezing productivity out of every second until you burn out. That's not the point. The point is awareness. Because right now, a lot of your day is happening on autopilot. You're not choosing, you're defaulting. You're not deciding, you're reacting. You wake up and immediately check your phone, not because it's important, but because it's familiar. You delay starting something, not because it's hard, but because there's no immediate consequence. You drift through parts of your day because drifting is easier than directing. And that's where the real loss happens. Not in big, obvious failures, but in small, repeated moments of low intention. That's where someone else would have beat you. Not by being dramatically smarter or more talented, but by being slightly more deliberate, consistently. So imagine this. 2 people, identical in every way, and they live the same day. One of them treats time casually. The other treats it like it matters. The first one wakes up and negotiates with his alarm. The second one gets up naturally and fast. The first one starts work but keeps checking notifications. The second one removes distractions and locks in. The first one goes to the gym and does enough. The second one has a plan and executes it. The first one talks to people while thinking about something else. The second one is actually there. At the end of the day, neither of them did anything extraordinary. No huge breakthroughs, no life-changing moments. But one of them moved forward. The other stayed the same. Multiply that by weeks, months, years, and now you're looking at 2 completely different lives built from the same days. And here's where it gets sharper. It's not just that someone could use your day better. It's that, in many ways, someone already is. Every day there are people with less time than you, fewer resources than you, more obstacles than you, and they're extracting more value from their hours. Not because they're superhuman, but because they've decided their time matters. They don't treat it casually. They don't wait to feel like it. They don't assume tomorrow will fix what they ignore today. They operate with a different standard. And that's the word that matters here, standard. Because your life, at its core, is a reflection of what you're willing to tolerate from yourself. If you tolerate distraction, you'll live distracted. If you tolerate inconsistency, you'll stay inconsistent. If you tolerate half effort, you'll get half results. But if you raise that standard, even slightly, everything changes. So what does that look like practically? It's not a complete life overhaul. It's smaller than that and more demanding. It's deciding that when you sit down to work, you actually work. It's deciding that when you're with someone, you're fully there. It's deciding that when you commit to something, gym, a project, a habit, you follow through, even when it's inconvenient. It's deciding that your default isn't distraction, it's intention. And yes, you'll have the off days. You'll still slip. I mean, you're human after all. But the difference is, you won't build an identity around those slips. You won't normalise them. You'll notice them, correct them, and move forward. So try this tomorrow. Live your day as if it's being borrowed. As if someone else is going to review it at the end. Not to judge you, but to study you. How you start. How you transition between tasks. How you handle moments of resistance. How you spend your in-between time. Would they say you used it well? Would they say you respected it? Or would they quietly think, I could have done more with this? Because that's the standard you're up against. Not perfection, but possibility. The possibility of a better use of that exact same life you're living. And when the day ends, because it always does, you'll be back in the same position, lying there, thinking. But this time, the question changes. It's no longer, what did I do today? It becomes, did I use what I had well? And that's the real metric, not how busy you were, not how tired you felt, but how intentionally you lived the hours you were given. Because time isn't something you manage once and solve forever. It's something you prove day after day in small decisions no one else sees. It should offend you that someone else could use your day better. Not because you're behind, but because you're failing. And it reveals something powerful. You already have more than enough. Enough time, enough opportunity, enough ability. The gap isn't in what you have. It's in how you're using it. Close that gap, even slightly, and your entire life starts to shift. Same 24 hours, different standard, different outcome. So instead of allowing others to potentially use your day better than you, you should try and use your day better than them. And in order to do that, you need to use it better than you currently do now.